Hi you guys, this is Carmen, and today I'm going to show you how to make a butter cream. I call it a souffle cream, a mousse cream, a butter cream, and you can see the end results right here. This one is made out of lemongrass, mint, and orange, and this one's fragrance lavender from my sister. And these are made out of coconut oil, shea butter, avocado oil. I also put some clover honey in it and some essential oils, which I mentioned, the lavender and the mint orange and lemongrass. Why make creams out of avocado oil, coconut oil, shea butter, and honey? Well, they have a lot of healing properties, and they're really good for your skin. They have the combination of this has vitamin A, vitamin E, and the avocado is great for your collagen. It's supposed to be really good if you have dry feet, eczema, psoriasis. I mean, it's got a lot of benefits that I will be reiterating during the video. And I will also mention the Green Beauty Recipes by Julie Gabriel, and this gave me an introduction to this. The recipes that I make are my own. These are her recipes, so I don't want to take any of her recipes. But if you want to learn to make your own beauty products, green products from the kitchen, then I suggest reading her book. It's got a lot of useful information. And then you can go ahead and mix and play, and that's what I do. I also have two other channels, which is Learning to Connect with Angels, or Connect with Angels, and one where I do art. And a lot of this is intuition inspired, or a lot of stuff that my angels kind of guide me into creating and mixing, so that way it's great for the skin. My daughter and I suffer with eczema, my husband with psoriasis, so I try to look at healthy alternatives just to keep them hydrated. And but don't forget, sometimes you just need to go see a doctor. If you need to see a doctor, then go ahead and see a doctor. So these are nut based because it's coconut, and coconut is a nut. So just letting you know. And so I'm just going to show you how I make my cream. Please use your own judgment. If you have allergies to certain stuff, if you make one, just try it a little bit and see how your body reacts. Some of you guys might be able to put the essential oils, some of you guys might not. So just, use your judgment. And my disclaimer is, it works so great for me, but pay attention to your body. Not everybody's bodies are the same, so I'm not responsible for anything that happens to you. Just use your judgment. And so let's see how I started making these creams, you guys. So what we're going to be needing today is we're going to be needing some shea butter, and I've purchased some. You can purchase some on eBay, or you can purchase some wholesale at bulk. I bought 5 pounds and I paid $25 for 5 pounds, not including shipping, of Back to Africa, and that's BACK, the number 2, and Africa, AFRICA.com. And they sell, the more you buy, of course, the cheaper it is. And I'm not affiliated with them at all. But I bought a lot because I like to make my own lotions, and I like to make my own things. That's why I decided to start my own channel, should you buy it. So we're going to be needing some shea butter, and that's going to be half a cup that we will be needing. We're also going to be using some pure extra virgin coconut oil that you can purchase at your local supermarket. You could also purchase the shea butter off eBay or anywhere where they sell it. And just make sure it's pure shea butter. There's no fragrance added to it. So we're also going to be using coconut oil, as I mentioned, another half a cup. So it'll be half a cup and half a cup. And these two are powerful for any skin condition. They have vitamin A, vitamin E. They're great for eczema, psoriasis, burns, protection against the sun, anti-wrinkle properties. So you have a lot going for you. Also, what I'm going to be adding is pure avocado oil. So this is one I used to cook with, or they also sell it at the skin area. You can get some pure avocado oil. I got 2 of them, I think for $16 on Amazon, and this has 16.9 ounces. So I went ahead and I bought this. Also, you can get a lot of these ingredients too on Ross, TJ Maxx, any of these stores. So be on the lookout for these things. And avocado oil is great for your skin, also anti-aging properties too. Your skin really soaks it in, and they say it even helps with collagen. Now, on top of that, we're also going to be adding some honey. And as we know, honey is really good for you, and it's also great for anti-aging, and it's great for inflamed skin, antibacterial. Same thing with some of these. And so we're going to be adding that to it. You're going to be needing that. So if you want to add fragrance, and I'm going to be doing this for my daughter and for my sister, I'm making these creams for them. I'm also going to be adding some essential oils. You don't need a lot, so make sure that they're essential oils so that you can put it on your skin. Not the kind that you go and you put on the burner so you can have your house smelling great. No, they need to be essential oils, and make sure that you try them out. Maybe taking a bath, adding a couple drops, and make sure that you don't have any allergic reaction to them. And they have many, many flavors, many scents. You can get them off Amazon. If there's people that actually sell essential oils. I got mine off eBay, and unfortunately the seller no longer is listed on there. She used to be on Etsy, and she used to, if you bought 3, she would give you a small one free. So what I'm going to be adding on mine is just going to be a few drops. I'm making one for my sister, and so hers is going to have lavender, and I'm also going to be making one for my daughter, and hers is going to have, it's going to be citrusy. It's going to have lemongrass, orange, and some mint to kind of give her that energy, that lift me up. You're also going to be needing some containers. I bought these at Hobby Lobby, and if you have a Michaels, these were like $2.99 and $2.49. I like that they're glass, and you go ahead and just snap it off and on. You can see what you have. Or the one my daughter liked was this one, and it has a cork. See, they're different sizes. This is 3/4 of a cup, and this is a cup, and it has a cork, and this one also has a spoon. And I'm also going to be showing you how to do a body scrub with coconut oil. I did it, and Dead Sea salt, that's going to be my next video. I did it, and I put it on me. I didn't even need lotion afterwards, so it left my skin nice and soft. So if you want to do your cream, you have a little spoon. At Hobby Lobby, this is how they sell them. You can go ahead and grab it, or if you're doing your facial scrub, you have the little spoon that it comes with it, and you can go ahead and place it. I'm sure they sell these on eBay and Amazon. Or save your containers from your other creams so you can reuse them. Or if you want to make some big ones, or you know, you can buy the small candles like these in glass for like $1, or these are like $5.95 or $7 on Walmart. Save your containers, wash them, and so that way you go ahead and reuse them and make your cream. So I suggest that you guys do that. I also have another channel where I connect with my angels, learning to connect with your angels, or connect with your angels. And I also show you guys how to do a bunch of stuff. So I also save these to save my crystals. And we're also going to be needing, because we're going to heat up the oils, we're going to be needing a pot, and you're going to put some water on that. And I like to use a strainer. So I use a strainer, and I barely let the tip of the water touch the strainer. And I use a bowl, a mixing bowl, and I place it on there, and I melt the butters just like you would melt chocolate. So I already have some started here. The two butters we only need to melt are the shea butter and the coconut butter, because the avocado oil is already melted for you. So let's go ahead and get started. So I forgot to mention, we're going to need a mixer. I already have my ingredients separated. The only thing I don't have separated are the essential oils, which we'll be adding drops. So I have half a cup of coconut oil, half a cup of shea butter, a quarter of a cup of avocado oil, which we will add later, and I have about 2 tablespoons of Clover Honey, or you can use regular honey. I have some water warming up, and I'm going to put my strainer on here and the little bowl. If you have a bigger bowl that can sit over it, then go ahead and do that. This kind of helps me control it without it getting too hot. We're going to add the half a cup of coconut oil, extra virgin, and then we're also going to add our half a cup of shea butter. And they're going to start melting. You might already see that the coconut oil is already melting. You want to melt them and not cook them, not boil them, because if you do, you change and remove some of the properties. That's why we will be melting them. So please continue to mix it so that you don't see the shea butter melt. So if you have to lower your stove, go ahead and lower the temperature of the stove. So I will continue to keep an eye on it and mix it till it's completely melted. It's been less than 5 minutes, and so our butters have completely melted. So I'm going to remove it away from the heat. Make sure you have some gloves, but because I put the strainer over it, this doesn't get hot, and the strainer kept the water from touching this, so that's why it didn't get hot. It was just melting with the heat. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this over a rack, a cooling rack, and I'm going to leave it in there for about 5 minutes. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the the quarter of a cup of avocado oil. Have a little whisk. Just mix it in there right away, blending it in there. And then I'm going to add my 2 tablespoons of Clover Honey. It might not blend completely, not until we get the mixer and mix it. I'm going to try to blend some of it. So you'll see that you have a little bit of bubbles of the honey that don't want to blend. That's fine. This is rather cool at room temperature. So if you want to right now add your essential oils, you may, or you may leave it like that if you have a very sensitive skin. And I'm going to divide some because my sister wants lavender and my daughter doesn't want lavender. So I will divide a little bit. You can do this, divide whatever fragrances you want. If you feel that most of the honey was left behind in here, what you can go ahead and do is just add a little bit of honey on this one before you blend it. Let's see. Let's go ahead and add the essential oils in it. So what I'm going to do is add a little bit of lemongrass on this one. A couple of drops. You don't need a lot. 1, 2. Then I'm also adding 2 drops of orange. 1, 2. And I'm adding a couple of drops of peppermint. 1. There. Seemed like there was 2 in there. And it's going to give you a nice lift me up fragrance. Now for my sisters, we're going to do some lavender because she likes to relax. And for this one I'm going to do 4. 2, 3, 4. Alright, so let's cover them up and put them in the fridge for 20 minutes. In 20 minutes, and I had said the fridge, but I meant the freezer, okay? Put it in the freezer for 20 minutes. See how it looks? Kind of looks like pudding or lemon souffle. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend it. Make sure it's in a deep container because when you blend it with the mixer, it's going to want to go everywhere. What I would do is if you think you went in there a little bit longer and it's a little bit more solidified, what I would do is just warm it up a little bit the way we originally did. Okay, now you can see, I smell the lemongrass, the mint. Smells delicious. So this is for my daughter. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab her container, and it looks like Cool Whip. It's beautiful, buttery Cool Whip. So we're going to go ahead and transfer it over. If you think that you left it a little too long in there, you could either let it cool a little bit and let it melt at room temperature a little bit. You can see, I mean, it quickly starts melting. And see how easy it is to put in the container. That's why I call it like a souffle or mousse.
Bye.
Here is your beautiful souffle, your beautiful cream, your I guess your buttercream, you can call it that. And you can go ahead and grab it, and as soon as you grab it and you put some on, it'll melt on your skin, and you can get the gentle minty fragrance that's on there. It really gives your skin a lot of nutrients. Remember, coconut is a nut base. It's great. It's just great for your skin. Your skin really soaks it up. It gives you a nice glow. If you have dry feet, if you have dry skin, eczema, psoriasis, any skin condition, you'll definitely benefit from this. Do a small test. Make sure that you don't have any reaction to it. I really want to thank you guys for joining me today in creating this beautiful cream to nourish and give your skin a healthy glow. Thank you guys for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like.